Yo, what it do? It's your boy, the Expert Genius, and back with some more news. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Alright. If you haven't heard already, Sky Sports has came out and said that VADA has completed the test for the pre-fight and post-fight test results for Oscar Rivas and Dillian Whyte, and they both passed. Which now I see why Eddie Hearn was saying Dillian Whyte was cleared by VADA and UCAD to fight. And the situation looks worse than what was first presented, because we were thinking that the failed test came July 17th, which is not the case. The failed test came June 17th. And according to this report I read, which is crazy, that Diana Ball has a, how do I want to put it? It has a short detection window when taken orally, meaning that the small amount that was found in his system could have been taken up to 9 weeks before. So this is not looking good. They're happy. Well, Sky Sports is happy, and I'm pretty sure that they're Mike Coppinger's source, but they're pretty happy with, putting out the news. Well, Dillian Whyte passed his pre-fight and post-fight tests. They're only saying that because at first people thought that it was phone dropped. It was the test done right before the fight that he popped dirty on, when it was actually a month before. And shout out to the homie, my brother, Boxing Conversation with Reggie Owens. He just had put out a video of an IFL interview they had with Dillian Whyte's trainer, Mark Tibbs, who was on vacation when he got the news that Dillian Whyte had failed a test for Diana Ball, which he said ruined his vacation because he didn't even know Dillian Whyte had tested positive for anything. So my question is, if UCAD and the British Boxing Board of Control notified Dillian Whyte and his team and the promoter Barry Hearn of this failed test, with Mark Tibbs being the trainer, isn't he a part of Dillian Whyte's team? So it begs the question, who was really notified? And another thing I seen on another channel was, the whole conversation at the podium during the post-fight, with now learning that the failed test came a month before. It all makes sense in that conversation they had at the podium, which they thought nobody was listening to. They probably should have just stuck with the original story, because this looks worse than the original story. This is a cover-up, because if he failed the test a month and 3 days before the fight, and then VADA was the ones that administered the pre-fight and post-fight tests, why wasn't VADA notified June 17th of the failed test? Also brings up, why wasn't Oscar Rivas and his team notified? And even in-house, why wasn't Mark Tibbs, Dillian Whyte's trainer, notified? This was all hush-hush. Mark Tibbs didn't even know Dillian Whyte had a hearing the morning of the fight. This is how hush-hush and secretive Matchroom, Dillian Whyte, the British Boxing Board of Control, and the UK Anti-Doping Agency were during this whole process. And let's not mention the whole glove situation that was fouled before the fight. And everybody finding out about this test when it was leaked. If this was never leaked, nobody would have known about this. It would have been all swept under the rug. So while everybody else is happy and celebrating that he passed his pre-fight and post-fight tests, this is not the test in question. But this is your boy, the Expert Genius, aka XP. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And if you like this video, hit the like button. If you don't like what I'm saying, hit the dislike. You know, it makes me know, never mind, long as you are viewing the content. And please don't forget to subscribe. And shout out to the mighty LDBC. And I'm out.